5 facts of history show that the most reasonable thing that any scientist, historian, or just reasonable human being would believe is that Jesus rose from the dead. Now, I can already hear the objections some people are bringing up. God doesn't exist, therefore miracles don't happen, therefore Jesus didn't rise from the dead. Now, that's a fair point to bring up. If God doesn't exist, no matter what these facts may be pointing to, there must be another explanation. What I am saying, though, is if you're just dealing with the historical data, not coming in with an assumption that God exists or he doesn't, the most reasonable thing to believe is that Jesus actually rose from the dead. In other words, if your reason for rejecting Jesus rising from the dead isn't based on these historical facts, we need to deal with that, and that's fair. But right now, just looking at the historical facts, I think the most reasonable thing for you to believe is that Jesus rose from the dead. So, what are those facts? First, Jesus was crucified by Pontius Pilate. Second, his disciples believe that they saw him after his death. Paul, who was not a believer before, also believed that Jesus appeared to him after his death. And James, Jesus' own brother or cousin, also believed that Jesus appeared to him after his death. And last of all, the tomb itself was empty. Now I challenge every atheist, every Muslim, everyone who does not believe that Jesus rose from the dead to look at those 5 facts of history and give me a better explanation for those facts than Jesus rising from the dead. And I will do future videos dealing with the best arguments that I hear.